Hi guys, welcome back to another Speed Clean with me. I am Ree from mummyof4.com and today I am tackling my girls' messy bedrooms. This all started as I need to change their beds and, as you will see from the video, escalated a little from there. So without further ado, let's do some cleaning, sorting and tidying. So we're starting in my big girl Bella's room. Her room is looking pretty messy, as is Zara's, as you will see when we get to it. There's stuff dumped on the door that needs hanging up. There's bags that need putting away. And yeah, Zara's room is looking just as bad. So let's start by clearing Bella's bed. Both girls like having a lot of soft toys on their bed, and if that's what they want, that's fine, but it is just more to take on and off the bed, to be honest. So we're going to strip all of the sheets. I'm not going to do the pillow protectors and the base mattress cover, what's it called? The mattress protector, there's the word. We're not doing the mattress protector or the pillow protectors this time because I washed those last time and I tend to do those every other time. This is actually a modular bed. It does extend out to full length, but at the moment she fits in it at this size. I'm 5'4". I can actually lie in that bed with my legs straight. It looks tiny, and that's mostly because she stuffs it full of so much stuff, but it's not actually as short as it looks. It's as tall as I am. So Bella is a lot shorter than me, so it fits in it for now. So it doesn't make sense really to extend it fully when the room is not massive. So I have been thinking in this room whether to get rid of the shorter bed and put a taller bed along that back wall that you can see. And then she'd be able to play underneath it, have a bit more floor space. But then she really likes me sitting on her bed with her to tuck her in and do reading and stuff because she's only 8. So I don't know. I think perhaps we leave it as it is for now, but move to a higher up bed to create a bit more space as she's older. But then the only other option with this room is to totally swap around the furniture, the built-in wardrobes and things, which would mean new carpet. It's a big old change. So yeah, that's the plan for now. I guess leave it as it is for now. I did ask the girls if they fancied swapping rooms for a change, and the certain, definite, very quick and very sure answer from the two of them was no, I like my own room. I thought Bella might be quite keen to swap rooms because Zara's room's a little bigger, but no, she wanted to stay put. The reason Zara was put in the bigger room, there we go, Bella's just smoothing out her bed for me. The reason Zara was put in the bigger room initially was because she was very small when we moved. She was only just 3. And I thought, well, if we put the toys suitable for all of them in Zara's room, then they can all go into her room to play. But I've always found with my kids, the older children didn't want the younger children in their bedrooms because they might touch their Lego and break it. So I thought, well, they can all go and play in Zara's room, and that can be the bigger room, and then she doesn't have to go in their room and touch stuff. So back to chatting about cleaning. I've changed Zara's bed. Not even Zara's bed, Bella's bed. Bought the bedding downstairs. We're now emptying the dryer so that then I can empty the washing machine. Oh, it was already empty. Look at that. But at least it's empty now, ready for when this stuff is ready to go in the dryer. And we're going to put all of her sheets and things in there and turn it on. Get all that washed, and then while that's washing, we'll get on with some more stuff. So we're going to empty out Bella's room. So I said this initially started as I'm going to go and quickly change the girls' beds. While I'm changing their beds, I may as well have a bit of a tidy up. While I'm having a bit of a tidy up, I may as well strip everything out of their rooms and have a bit of a sort out. And then I've sort of gone down this rabbit hole. I do this all the time. I go down this rabbit hole of one little job turns into, oh, okay, maybe we'll do a bit more. Maybe we'll do a bit more. And then it turns into sheer chaos decluttering project. But I think sometimes it's less overwhelming to do it that way. I know it's the weekend today when I'm filming, and oh, look at this mess. All that's just come out of Bella's room. Oh dear. Oh no. But at least it's going to be easier to sort and clean from there. I'm going to clear all this stuff off the top as well, because believe it or not, that's like a lift up thing, which she can never lift up because there's always junk on top of it. Anyway, we need to clean. let's get a duster. Let's get some spray. I like this Method one because it smells so good. It's the, pink grapefruit one. So let's take Bella's clothes, they're Bella and Zara's clothes. I hang them 2 by 2 like Noah's Ark for as long as they are happy to be in matching clothes. And we'll get some dusting done. And this house just gets so dusty, guys. I don't know how. I guess it's just a small-ish space with 5, sometimes 6 people living on it, depending on if my eldest is home from uni or in uni. And the dust is just unreal, honestly. And even places like my office, which obviously I'm in there all day, I can dust that desk a few times a week sometimes, and it's still dusty. It's madness. Anyway, I will be honest, I've not dusted this room for a little bit. It was a bit grim. So we're just going to dust the surfaces first and then work down. This is Bella's dressing table / desk. This was an IKEA one. It's so cute. Those little pink, better word for knobs, handles, drawer handles. If you don't live in the UK, then you wouldn't be triggered by that word, but drawer handles is a little more polite. Those pink drawer handles we added on ourselves, but the rest of the desk, the dressing table thing, was from IKEA. I thought it looked quite Beauty and the Beast, and she loves Beauty and the Beast. If you've watched all my vlogs and all my Disney vlog series over on my Mummy of 4 Does Disney channel, then you'll know she loves that, and I thought it looked quite Beauty and the Beast. Anyway, we're going to wipe off these calyx shelves, and I think we're going to display some bags and toys and things higher up, just because they look cute, but we need to wipe the shelves first. So I'm just going to wipe one, move stuff, and then repeat really, and then free up a shelf, wipe that, move stuff. And it's nice. I always find the children, once they've had their rooms cleaned, they're so much more respectful of keeping it clean and tidy for a bit, to a point. And then it reaches this critical tipping point where it gets a bit messy, and then it sort of descends into carnage again. So we're going to put these little bags, and we're going to put the princesses to match them. How cute is that? And Eric, of course, don't forget Eric. We're going to put them next to the bags because I think that looks really sweet. And then Dumbo as one of Bella's favourites, and the little Dumbo toy can go on top of this unit, but then because that's only 2 things on it, it's going to be easy to lift that off if she wants to lift up the lifty uppy thing. I don't know what it's called. What's the lifty uppy thing called? It like hinges up and it's got a mirror on it, the compartment. So we've just wiped a shelf, going to move all the Lego. This is all, it's like a Beauty and the Beast castle I think she had for her birthday a year or 2 ago. And the problem with Lego is it does collect a lot of dust, doesn't it? So we're just going to move it all, wipe it all about, and create some more space. So what have I gone to do or get now? I'm not sure. Where have I gone? What are you doing, Ree? Oh, we go. The Spider Bot and the Nuimos. That's what we're going to put in here. So all these Nuimos were by the door on top of the thing that you want to lift up to get into. It's like a foldy uppy, what's it even called? Anyway, a compartment. And it had so many different things on it, she couldn't lift it up. But now it's just got that one toy and the bag on it, so it's easy to access. And these are the things that need to be thought about a little better. And sometimes they're not thought about, they're just plonked and done. They love these Nuimos. They quite often ask for Nuimo toys and things, because they can all dress up in different clothes for birthdays and Christmas and stuff. They're nice little collectibles. And that's Bella's shelves so far. So now I can't be bothered to pull off all the books. I'm just going to go around. I'm going to be a bit lazy because this was, like I said, this was supposed to be an hour. It did not end up being an hour. It's supposed to be a power hour, and it just escalated. My plan was change the girls' beds, do whatever else I can fit in 60 minutes. The plan went a little awry. So there we go. We've just decorated those shelves. They're looking all right. Excellent. So now my next genius idea was to pull out all the stuff from inside the drawers, and then I'm just like, oh, what you doing, Ree? But while we're doing it, so like I said, sometimes it's less overwhelming to think, okay, I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to do 1 hour. Like, for example, I was going to do Bella's bed and Zara's bed. This is Zara's room. I'm going to do this one thing, and then I can sit down. But then once you're up, once you've got going, once you've got that momentum, it's quite easy to keep going. And without fail, whenever I do any sorting or decluttering, not so much just cleaning, but when I really pull things out, I, without fail, get to that stage where I'm like, oh no, what have I done? Send help. Because I know when all that stuff is pulled out, you can't go back. You've reached that stage, like going on a bear hunt, the book, which you read your kids when they're small. You can't go over it. You can't go under it. Oh no, you have to go through it. And by getting to that stage, having everything pulled out, it does feel overwhelming, but good God, it feels so good when it's done. When the rooms are clean, when they're tidy, it just feels so great. So I keep the girls' bedding. We saw this in Bella's room as well, but I was chatting about something else. We keep the bedding in each of their rooms. Will's got bedding in his room. My husband and I've got our own bedding in our room. And this is because if any changing in the middle of the night is needed, it's all exactly where you need it. And even just changing in the day like this. So the stuff I need for Zara's bed is in Zara's room. I don't need to disturb anyone. This is the same bed that Bella has got, but it's pulled out fully extended. And then Zara just puts more toys on it and they've got more space to sit on it. Sometimes they'll sit in there and watch a film or whatever. But it is the same bed. It's funny because Zara's actually shorter. She doesn't need as much space. But like I said, even Bella, it might not look like it, but has more than enough space in that bed. So we're going to put this duvet cover on. I always make sure to pop it or button up the duvets before putting them in the washing machine. You will have heard me talk about this if you've watched one of my 11 billion speed cleans. But I pop them up before they go in the washing machine, and then when I store them, when they're clean and dry, I fold the matching bits inside one of the pillowcases. So I would fold up the duvet cover, put it inside the matching pillowcase, and then I know everything that I need is all in one place and it's super easy. This is a bunny one. I think one of the girls had this as like a stocking filler, Christmas time, something like that. Last Christmas before, can't even remember. So once this bed is made, we can start putting some of the toys that live on the bed back on the bed, and then actually start clearing the floor. Now, I find that as my children get older, they do get a bit tidier. They find it a bit easier because we do involve the children with tidying, sorting, decluttering wherever possible. Bella is still continuing to tidy and sort her room while I work on Zara's room. Zara is not willing to give up any of these teddies off her bed. They all have to live there. And do you know what? I can remember being little and that feeling of your teddies being so precious. And I know the children's rooms aren't super Insta-worthy and neutral and, you know, just Pinterest perfect, but they love them and that's all that matters to me. So yes, it is nice when I can keep them tidy, because I feel like when the children have got a tidy space to be in, they have better quality play. They get out a set of toys and they play with a set of toys, and then they put them away and get something else out. Whereas when it descends into chaos, they just have stuff everywhere and there's no incentive to put anything away, and it's too overwhelming to know where anything goes anyway. So the tidier we keep it, the easier it is to keep tidy. Let's see how much dust comes off this table. It's quite grim. Ugh, yuck. But the tidier it is, the tidier it is to keep tidy. That's the easier it is to keep tidy. And I feel like I'm teaching them good habits for the future, because I feel like these were habits I had to learn and to teach myself as I became an adult. These were not skills I came into adulthood with. And that was quite difficult to have to figure that out. And hopefully my children will have some sort of clue what they need to do in order to look after themselves as they grow up and move out. So let's defluff the dryer. Guys, this is important because it increases the efficiency of your dryer, but probably more important than that, it's a fire hazard if you don't empty it. So dryer fluff goes in the dryer fluff bin. Years ago I used to take it to the bin every time, and then I was like, why am I doing this? I'll just put a bin here, save myself a few minutes every time I deal with the dryer, which is a lot. So all of the bedding from Bella's room and a random sock is going in the dryer, and then the bedding that we just stripped off Zara's bed can go into the washing machine. There we go, that can go on. And then we can have the pod, we can have the sprinkly things, which are called scent boosters. I can never think of the word for those. All of that is going in. And then we're going to close up the washing machine and get that load on. So all of that is washing nicely. The drying is on. I think now we need to grab the vacuum cleaner, which is currently empty of fluff, empty of all gunk. Let's see how much horrifying stuff we can suck up. I have a feeling it's going to be flipping loads. So we're going to move all the castles out the way, start down that end of Zara's room, vacuum the floor. This carpet was new, gosh, when we moved into the house. So 3 and a bit years ago we moved into this house now. But I still feel like although certain areas of the house are quite high traffic, like the stairs, but the bedroom carpet, I still feel it like creates a lot of fluff. And then the biggest amount of stuff that I vacuum up, to be honest, is hair. As in, there are, say, 5 of us here full time, and my eldest, and a lot of us have got quite long hair. The girls got really long hair, I've got really long hair. Even William's hair is not especially short. Like with Bella's room, I'm having a go at repositioning the tables. The girls quite like it when their room feels changed around and fresh, and I get this. I can remember rearranging my own room as a teenager and thinking it all felt great. And while they don't do very well with change, they really enjoy this, oh, my room is so new and exciting feeling, because it's had a little bit of a switch around and it feels shiny, I guess. So they don't want to switch rooms, but they like their own rooms having tweaks and upgrades and slight, change around. If I were to move the bed, move a table, a transformation, I guess that's what they like. They like it to go from, oh, my room's really messy, which they don't really ever moan that it's messy, but they love it when it's done. They're just genuinely thrilled, especially if they come home from school. And although I like involving them in tidying their rooms, sometimes I just have to do it when they're in school, especially if it's a declutter. But if they ever see their room as like, look what I've done, it's all been cleaned and tidied and had some tweaks and some slight switch arounds, they are always so thrilled. I don't know if you saw the video, it's a vlog, I think, rather than a speed clean, where I sorted Zara's bookshelves. She was so thrilled, like so thrilled. I actually decluttered half the books and she's like, thank you for all my new books. And they weren't new, there were fewer of them actually, but she could see them all and access them all, and they were tidy, so they felt like there were more things. So back into vacuum Bella's room. Her table is in the same place, but I've just moved it around, so it used to be long ways next to her bed and now it's long ways against the wall. Just vacuuming under the stuff, under the tables, around the chair. I need to move that chair, vacuum around there. And then once all the vacuuming is done, we can finish putting the last odds and ends back in, and then hopefully there's going to be time to vacuum my room, because my original list of stuff I wanted to do was change the girls' beds and vacuum my room. It feels like my bedroom, that obviously I share with my husband, is the most high traffic room upstairs, because all of the children come into us every morning. It's where I do the girls' hair. So, oh look, Bella's room's looking nicer. It's where I do the girls' hair, so there's a lot of gunk that ends up on the floor, lots of hair and stuff. So it's where a lot of sort of tumbleweed grossness seems to collect on the carpet. There you go, and Bella's shelves looking cute. Very cute, she's very pleased with that. She can now move the Dumbo bag and get into that lift up compartment easily. And then under the lift up compartment are these little drawers, which, believe it or not, are more sorted than before. They're not perfect, but they'll do. So let's quickly push the vacuum cleaner over the hall. We only actually have carpet upstairs in our house. Downstairs we have laminate and rugs. It doesn't mean there's any less stuff to vacuum up. It means it just, I don't know, it doesn't stick as much. I guess it just floats around like tumbleweed. But this is our bedroom. The bed, I try not to change all the beds on the same day. Sometimes it ends up happening and I break my own rules. So today I've done both of the girls' beds, but to do all of the beds in the house all in one go just creates a backlog of laundry. So I try whenever possible to do like our bed on one day and then maybe 1 or 2 beds another day, and just spread it out a little bit like that. I could do with dusting in here, but quite frankly, this was only supposed to be a power hour. I've been at this for blinking ages. I'm losing the plot now, and look how much schmuck I have vacuumed up. Ew, yuck, gross. And myself. And that's my bedroom done. Thank you so much for joining me for a speed clean with me. Click on screen for another one. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.